All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Daily Paycheck with John. We're on our new time, so I expect we'll probably have a little bit of low numbers today, but it is what it is. Here we go. We are back to 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. East Coast time for the show, just because of a schedule change at my work, so that's why we're making the change here. So anyway, good morning and happy Monday. We are, for those of you who are new to what I'm doing here, this is a show where we basically are trying to build a bankroll from a starting point of $10,000 up to 100,000 if we can pull it off. So that's part of our show. We basically start with 10. We buy in for about 10% of that every day. Look to win about 10% of that buy-in every day and sort of build this thing slowly. It takes about 200 sessions to do it. It's going to take us a long time. So far, we're up to about $16,000 in wins, which is pretty good. We're kind of poking our way through here. And A, it's an exercise in discipline to get that done. But B, it's really about vetting strategies. So what I'm doing is I'm playing the same strategy for a month straight, for a straight up virtual month. So 20 straight days. Basically, it simulates a 5-day work week. Can I make a daily paycheck? And this month, we're working a strategy called the Red Cross, which is something that Waylon and I came up with. Just a little aggressive take on an iron cross. Iron crosses, generally speaking, are not very good. There's too much bleed in there. But if you can quick hit an iron cross and play it at levels that make sense and make some interesting moves, you can actually make the thing work. So here's how it's going to work today. We're going to go at 75 on the 5, we'll do 90 on the 6, 90 on the 8, and there's some magic in these numbers, okay? This is going to be along with a $30 field. Now why, and a $50 don't pass. Why those amounts? The amounts matter because what you want to get to is payments that make sense that you can build your bankroll with. So these all pay, the three of those pay 105. 90, 90, and 75 pays 105. Although you'd lose your field bet on a 5-6 race. The problem with the iron cross is that you lose your field. The field's at a level though where if we lose our 30 bucks and we get paid the 105 that the box numbers pay, you end up putting your $30 back and putting 75 into your rack. So with a goal of 250 as our win goal, if it's just inside numbers, 3 of those is 225 and we're basically home, right? That's kind of the idea there. It's 3 hits and out on a 5, 6, or 8. If a field number happens to roll for 30 bucks, what you'll probably do is this. And the rule that I kind of have is if a box number hits, it goes into the rack. If a field number hits, it goes up into the box. We're going to start picking up box numbers with those $30 wins and start building things up. I can build up the 9, 10, 4. I can press in the inside. Just basically, unless it's a 2 or a 12, the box or the field goes up into the box. That's basically it. And yeah, I'll manage my rack by basically saying to myself, as soon as the rack gets back to where I started, I pulled back enough money to fill back the rack, we know we're at goal. And it's kind of that easy. So this will be, by the way, the starting point up here is 285. It's 225 plus 30 is 255. And 30 is 285 for the right side play. The line's going to be played Baccarat style with a parlay. So if we hit the line, we're going to parlay it, whack it a second time. If we have to switch sides, if we lose a point and they don't, we're going to switch to the pass line and ladder up. We'll parlay that win as well. So there it goes. There it goes. Here we switch screens here, and we'll get throwing. I think we should have some. Where's my? Where is all the roll tracker stuff? Let's refresh. Can I get that? There we go. Okay, the top one's not there. Hold on a second. It's a little bit old and tired up here. Where's my box numbers or my roll tracker? Refresh. There we go. Okay, I think we're ready now. So what I've got here is 285 plus 50 for my demo. That feels like 335 to me. Is that right? 335? Yeah. So I'm going to take 400 bucks out of my rack right here. And let's get the rack where it needs to be. Sorry about that. 400 bucks out of the rack. And I'll take the $65 change. And let's get it on. Here we go. Bets are set. These are all off, by the way. I do not work the come out. Ken from Ken Knows Gambling ran this on his show, I think Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and bankrupted the damn thing, which is a shame. I bankrupted it a couple weeks ago too. This is not a panacea by any means. I bankrupted it a few weeks back, and that'll happen. But Ken worked the come out. I don't work the come out. I follow the puck with the bets up top. That's about the only thing he did differently than I did, except for maybe I think he left the box numbers up there on the point. But beyond that, he played it straight up and just had one of those, I would say magical sets of rolls where it just torched him. I mean, he just hit every single hole you could hit. Picked up every bet. It was terrible. Here we go. Point of 6. I'll pull the 6 down. There are times in the past where I've taken that 6 or the point here and just spread out to the 9 just to grab something extra, but today I won't do that. Just reduce some of our risk up top. And yeah, here we go. Did the 6 take or no? Let me refresh the screen here. Hold on. 3-3. There we go. Roll tracker's being a little finicky today. All right, there's a hard 10. That's a good one for us. 5-5. Double nickel. All right, that's going to pay $30. And so there's your $30. I'm going to grab the 9 and the 10 with it. I'm just going to grab 2 numbers out of it. That way, those 9, 10, and 4, by the way, they'll just be double hits when they come. Just being like a nice little help for us. Just stay off a big red for a few minutes here. And oh, Nelly, that's a bad, ugly hit. There's a 6, 5, 1. Bummer. That's going to take our don't pass. That sucks. All right, we'll lose a don't. That would have been a don't pass bet. Sorry, it should have been here. We'll lose that. We're going to ladder it up. So come out for 100 on the pass line now. We're going to ladder it up 1 unit. And then we'll parlay a win down there. If we can catch it, we'll parlay it. If we don't catch it, we're going to be here a hot minute. And by the way, because the show is at 7, give me a come out 7, huh? There's a 9. Because the show is at 7 o'clock in the morning now, we're going to, I got to put a hard stop on it. We'll probably do a hard stop at like 7:45 to give me enough time to get the studio set up for the regular show. All right, we're going to move the puck to the 9. I'm going to take that 9 bet that we had, make it a 4, and I got to replace the 6. I'm going to take $100 out with $10 change and put $90 out there on the 6. And our bets are replaced. We got to be careful here. We've taken a full $500 out the rack. Okay, I know I've got 385 up in here, 285 plus the 30, so about 300 and change up in the box. So that's misleading. How much is left in the rack? Just got to get a couple of shots in there and pull some money back, and we'll be okay. Here we go. Points 9 on the pass line. That's a big old kiss in the air. It's a 4-2-6. And let me pay this for you the slow way one time, show you how it works. And then from there on, I'll do it 4-2. That one's got to go away. All right. So that's going to lose 30. It's going to pay 105. Put 30 back. Our net is 75. So an inside box number at this level, $75 back to the rack. And every time I get a black chip, I'm going to take my rack and ask my dealer to give me some check change for it so I can see where we are. Matter of fact, I'm going to take these reds out of here too and get a quarter for those reds. That's a black chip. I do this on the show for expedience sake so I can see what I got in the rack. Right? I want to make sure that I know where that rack is. And it helps me to see how close we are. Basically, when the rack is back to like 1,400 or 1,500, we know we're home, and that's sort of the secret there. Let's go. I'd love to catch me a 9 right now. There's a 4, 3-1. All right, that's a good hit. 3-1-4. That'll pay $27 on the box. On that box set up there. This will pay $30. There's 30 for the field. I'm going to take this back to the rack, right? The box feeds your rack. The field hits are going to feed the box hits and the box numbers. 4 and 10 both go to a quarter. There we go. I'll take that $10 change back to my rack, and actually that makes a quarter. Again, super important that we watch that rack. Got to make sure we're paying attention there. We don't want to get in a spot where we're at Paycheck and don't know it. Like that would be the critical mistake, right? This one's tough. There's a lot of money out here, so it's very, very difficult. Or painful, I guess, if it doesn't work out. Okay, there's a 10. It's a 6-4. That's a good hit. 6-4, 10. That'll pay 50 for one in the box. There's the 50. Here's the one out of my rack. That pays $49 plus one is 50. And of course, the field pays that $30. All right, let's put the $50 back in the rack. And again, I'll take 4 quarters, trade it in for a black. Now I'm at $2,300 in the rack. Not quite that much out here yet, right? Let's take this $30. We'll make a number like the 6 look like 120. All right. A little bit of a press on the inside there. So now we know that our box up here was 285, right? With just the base bet. 285 plus 30 is 305, or 315 rather, plus the $50. So we're at like 350, 365 or so up top. That makes it about $400 out there. We're not quite where we're in profit yet, but we know how much is floating for us. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. It looks like a 9. That's perfection right there, guys. I think that we might actually have just made Paycheck. 639. Let's take a look real quick where we are. It pays $100 down here on the pass line. That was the Baccarat, right? We crossed it over. Watch this. I'm going to pull these back to the rack. There is $2,400 in the rack. What I've got out here, if I bring it all back home, that was a 9, right? I didn't even pay the $30 in the 9. There's the $30 from the field. Here we go. Where are we at? I think we might have $100 there. We have 100, 200. That's a quarter. Quarter from the rack. There's $400 out there on the felt. 1, 2, 3, $400. Guess what? I think we have a Paycheck because that makes our rack full. There's $2,500 in the rack. We have $320, right, in wins, which is fantastic, right? I'm going to take this $100 and break it down into greens. I'm going to lock up that $250. There's our for sure go home, right? Puck's going to be off. I'm going to take this right here. I've got $70. Let's go. Let's just do a normal chunk bet here. We'll go 64 across. And we'll just see if we can't turn that into something. All right. I'm just going to go 64 across. We'll do a quick little. I'm just going to roll for until the next 7 shows up. Take one of those back. And if I can make that $64 look like $64 more, I'll be happy. Let's try and double that up, and we'll get out of here and have a nice quick show. Here we go. Not a bad little roll there this morning, huh? Come out of the gate on a Monday morning and just drop, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls on you and get a Paycheck. Boy, if I could do that every day, shit. This JOB, I wouldn't have to worry about the JOB anymore. I'd just do this every damn day, right? But, you know, who's that good? Who's rolling up here and dropping 8 rolls in the box every single day like that? Nobody. Nobody's doing that. I did pay the field there, Jacob. I caught that at the end. Thanks. Here we go. Let's make $64 look like something. Maybe, huh? 3, 2, 5. Okay, I'm going to do this. 3, 2, 5. That is the point. Is that the point already? Did I buckshot the frickin' point? I did. All right, 15. 15 for 1. All right. Let's go ahead and do we'll do a little tier pressure here. I'm going to do a full press. Full press up. We'll come back to level after something repeats or after two numbers, or we hit 4. 4 box hits or something repeats and we're back to square. Here we go. There's a 9, 6, tree 9. Okay, point is 9. Let's go. Love to just make like profit $50, making a nice even $300 win from excess. That'd be kind of cool. There's an 8, 6, 2, 8. All righty, it's going to pay 14. We'll do. I'll do 15 for 1 again on that. Watch this. This is my favorite 8 move. 15 for 1. And I'll make it look like a quarter. I love having the 6 and 8 at $25. Although I'm not going to do the full move today, I do like it at a quarter. That pays 29, and the press goes to 54, which is a normal size bet. One of my favorite little moves right there. Here we go. I need something to repeat. Please. Hey, 4, 2, 6. Same thing for the 6. We'll do, again, 15 for 1. And that'll make it look like a quarter. All right. Tier pressure. Let's get this thing to work, huh? We did it. All right, we got a repeater, and it happened to be the 4th hit. So it's either a repeater or 4 hits, and you're done in that session right there. $35 winner. And so what we do here is we go back to 64 across. Let's take the 25, make it look like that. Regress back down. We got our little bit of profit locked. We're awesome. All right. Nice. So 64 now looks like 80, 84. We covered our bets plus $20. Now we can go hog ass wild. Who cares? Now it's a who cares game, right? Locked up our base profit, played some excess. The excess paid for itself plus. Bye-bye. Let's shoot the moon here, right? 10. I'm going to go a little hyper aggressive here. 5, 5, 10. That'll pay $18. 15, 18. We're going to go a little 1, 3, 2, 4. I'm going to drop $2 and make it look like 30. There we go, $30. I'm going to go 1, 3, 2, 4 here. So that was a 1-unit bet of 10, 3-unit bet of 30. We'll do it to all the numbers. If we can catch a stupid run here, we'll make some money. I owe the bank $6. Oh, you're right. You're right. You know what? I'm so used to doing the 12. I'll pay the bank 6. Hang on. Yep. I'm so used to the regular size bet. There's a 4. All right, let's do that. Let's pay the bank our $6. I effed that up. There you go. $6 to the bank. Thank you for the catch. 4 is going to pay 18. I don't have the right change. I'm going to have to drop a quarter to make it 30 and just bring the rest of this mess back to the rack. 4's in? No. 3, 1. All righty. Let's do it. $7 out. All right. Bummer, but it's okay. All right. Let's clean it up. Let's put it into the logger, and we'll call it a morning. Excess play, I think, basically tied, right? 50, 65, 60, 74. $74 in excess. So 66 or 70 turned into 74. Good job, John. But we took a run at it, right? We took a big run at it. It would have been super cool and fun. to have that thing run out, but whatever, who cares? It's Monday morning at 7 o'clock, and I'm beat, and I'm glad I made a paycheck. Here we go. Let's go type this bad boy into the logger. Let's see, tools, session log. We have today, bam. This was daily paycheck. I think I put two logs in, daily paycheck. Strategy was the red cross. We bought in for $2,500. We cashed out for $2,750. That was the base strategy from the bank. One roller I was putting there as a note. Let's log that in. Our second session today was buy in for 70, cash out for 74, and this was the what do we do? Tier pressure. And this was a little short excess run. I'll put short excess. All right, we'll save that. And we're good. We're good. We have our profit in. We're all set. Let's come back over to here. And we'll call it here. That's it. We did it. We got, now here's the thing. The excess play, by the way, we should talk about that real quick. I took my initial $70 and went up there for 64 across with it. We actually brought $70 back to the rack and kept playing. That's 100% profit up there, right? That was like 4 rolls. We doubled our money. That's pretty stout, right? You could have pulled that back and been done too. When you're in excess, like we made profit plus excess and brought that back, it's time to just have a good old time and see what happens. That's why I did that. But honestly, we doubled it up. Got to be cool with that, right? With doubling up your excess money. That's the deal. All right, I'm out. Good morning, everybody. Let's celebrate real quick, and then I'll turn the cameras off, and we'll get back to our regular work. But in the meantime, y'all have a great Monday, and I'll see you in a little bit here. People tell me at 4:30 you missed 5 hours, but missed the whole point of it. Yeah, not one horn number. That was all box, right? That was all box. And yes, it's funny. People will jump in and tell you the $4 that you missed here and there. It's good to be accurate, though. I'm glad you guys called it out. It got to be accurate. You know, whatever. It's $6 in the end, but it does make a difference. All right, y'all. Have a good Monday. I'll see you in a little bit for coffee and craps. I'm going to talk about the RUP regression up and pull progressing on the right side today. So I'll see you in about 22 after. I'll see you in about 30 minutes.